it as fast as they can, and then they will go full of merengue, all over white, and then favorite cursing language would definitely be Spanish.
Oh, wow, that's it. Yeah, they're punchy here, yeah.
You know, there is like, you know, you have more time to explode the anger. It's fantastic.
Salma Hayek might be the only person in Hollywood who becomes more likable the more out of control things get. Every time she walks onto a talk show, it feels like the interview is seconds away from completely falling apart. A simple question somehow turns into a story about monkeys trying to pee on her, fans asking for autographs in bathroom stalls, or Eminem accidentally spitting water all over himself. And somehow, Salma tells these stories like they're the most normal thing in the world. At a certain point, it stops feeling like an interview. It starts feeling like live chaos. But the real reason people can't stop watching her isn't just because the stories are crazy. It's because Salma Hayek brings something Hollywood has almost forgotten how to be: completely unfiltered.
Yeah, they're punchy here, yeah.
You know, there is like, you know, you have more time to explode the anger. It's fantastic. We sometimes even use them as compliments.
You use curse words as compliments?
Yes.
In what way? Can you give us an example? You can say something. It's, you know, we don't, most of us won't understand.
Like, you know, when something is amazing or someone is amazing, they use this word that is the male of an animal, but a big one. And it depends how you say it. It's, look, the Mexicans are laughing.
What is the animal?
I'm not gonna say, it's like kind of a goat.
Kind of a goat? Is it a chupacabra? Am I on the right track?
Close. Yes.
I am.
It is maybe the husband of the... no, it is the male version of the cabra. It's the cabra. It's not really the cabra. You should still call it a cabra, but we invented this word. I'm not... Okay. We are not talking about this subject.
You're about to crack under pressure.
A lot of celebrities are funny because they know how to deliver jokes. Salma Hayek is funny because she feels completely real. She doesn't talk like someone carefully protecting a celebrity image. She talks like someone who forgot cameras were even there. And that honesty instantly changes the energy in the room. When Salma tells stories about lying to her parents, embarrassing herself, or reacting emotionally to ridiculous situations, she never sounds polished or rehearsed. That's what makes it work. The humor comes from how naturally human she is. And in Hollywood, that's rare. Most celebrities are trained to become more controlled, more media-friendly, more predictable. Salma went in the opposite direction. She kept the messiness, the impulsiveness, and the emotional honesty that most public figures try to smooth out. Ironically, that's exactly what makes people love her.
And she's the smartest dog I've had, and her sister, I only took two, would open the door and wait for me in the courtyard for me to let them in. One day, this is a very luxurious hotel in the Bahamas. I arrive and they're not there. They ran and they went ahead of me, but when I arrived, they're not there. And then I hear this screaming and big commotion. And I have to tell you that Lupe loved cake more than anything in the world. You don't know how many birthday parties were ruined because also she would like get on the counter, go up, open, she'd find the cake. And I said, oh my God, this sounds like a cake. I look like hell. I have running mascara from some crying, seeing hair like this, Bermudas, like flip-flops, like really you wouldn't wanna run into me like that. And there's a beautiful wedding, people. I'm sure everybody flew. And what do I see behind a palm tree where I'm hiding? I see the beautiful wedding cake, in a little table with two chairs for the bride and the groom. Instead of the bride and the groom, there is Lupe and Angie sitting perfectly, and everybody's trying to get the dogs, and they really are not mean dogs, but they were faking it really well. This is what they would do. They'd like eat as fast as they could, and then they would go full of.
One of Salma Hayek's greatest strengths is that she never runs away from awkward moments. She leans into them until they become hilarious. Most people try to escape embarrassment as quickly as possible. Salma does the opposite. She stretches the moment, adds more details, reacts emotionally, and somehow makes the discomfort even funnier. The story about a fan following her into a bathroom for an autograph is a perfect example. The situation itself is already ridiculous, but what really makes it funny is Salma's reaction. You can see the shock, confusion, frustration, and disbelief happening all at once. That's what makes her comedy feel different. It doesn't feel manufactured. It feels alive. And sometimes the funniest thing in the world is simply watching someone react honestly to complete insanity.
Or is it just for Christmas?
Well, I don't remember doing the same kind of Easter in Mexico.
What do you do?
Tamales, you don't need a special holiday. They're good all the time.
Yeah.
But I didn't do the bunny eggs, the Easter hunt.
Yeah, the bunny
Easter
eggs.
hunt.
Yeah, right. No Easter egg hunt?
I didn't do that.
Do you do it with your daughter?
Of course.
Oh, you do, right? Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
she knows
she
about
loves it.
She does. Is
Yeah.
she still at 8 years old? I guess maybe on the fence as far as.
Let me tell you what my 8-year-old asked me about Easter.
Okay.
I know what question you are thinking, but I get more interesting questions.
Okay.
Welcome to my life for a second.
Yes.
If we are celebrating in Easter the resurrection of Jesus Christ, what is the relationship with eggs and bunnies? What does it have to do this with the resurrection of Jesus Christ?
Your daughter asked this question?
Yes.
And how did you answer that? Because there really isn't a good answer to that question.
I say, I'll be right back. I'm going to the restroom, and then you have to start looking in the phone to see, so that you don't look like an absolute idiot. I am sure many parents do this.
A huge part of Salma Hayek's charm is that she's willing to make herself the joke. She openly tells stories about praying for bigger breasts as a teenager, being too lazy to dye her hair, or getting bullied by a monkey on set. And she tells them without trying to protect her dignity. That's surprisingly rare for someone with her image. A lot of celebrities spend years trying to appear elegant, mysterious, or perfectly composed. Salma doesn't seem interested in hiding the awkward parts of herself. And because of that, she feels more relatable than many celebrities who try too hard to seem perfect. Her humor works because it never feels mean-spirited or forced. She's not trying to humiliate other people to get laughs. Most of the time, she's laughing at herself. And that kind of humor usually ages better because it feels human instead of making celebrities feel similar over time. The accents soften. The personalities become safer. Everything becomes easier to market. But Salma Hayek never erased the parts of herself that made her different. She kept the accent, the intensity, the emotional reactions, and the loud, unpredictable energy. Instead of becoming more polished, she stayed expressive and chaotic in the best possible way. And honestly, that became her superpower. When Salma tells a story, it's not just the words that make people laugh. It's the rhythm, the emotion, the facial expressions, the sudden shifts in energy. She tells stories with her entire body. That's not just comedy. That's charisma. And maybe the most impressive part is that she never changed herself to fit Hollywood. Hollywood had to adjust to her.
At least they might psychologically think it's over, right?
Right.
Oh my goodness. So he came, and my house manager, who didn't believe in it, started getting really nervous about it and freaking out about it. And finally I brought the guy. They were afraid of the guy, he was so amazing and funny. And he starts, I said, No chicken legs, chicken heads. No, don't bring me some dead animal in my house.
Your owl's gonna eat it.
No, no. I don't like that. So he said, no, I'm gonna smoke this, whatever. So he starts going through the rooms and there's an old lady here and a child and this and that. And everybody's like freaking out even more. So it was worse because he found like 20, like 10, And the worst part is that at some point she says, because this one was close to her room, says, okay, but she's gone, right? She goes, no. He goes, no. What do you mean, no? She's a nun. I don't care. You know what I found her doing? She was praying. I don't care. She has to go. Hey, she was here longer than you and she's not telling me to get rid of you. They start fighting and she says, but
The most dangerous thing about Salma Hayek on a talk show is that nobody ever knows where the conversation is about to go. A normal interview can suddenly turn into a story about fake cheating, a bathroom disaster, Donald Trump asking her out, or a completely unhinged confession nobody expected. You can literally see hosts trying to keep up with her energy in real time. Sometimes they're laughing because the story is funny. Other times they're laughing because they genuinely cannot believe she just said that out loud. And that unpredictability is personally, I think the real value of Salma Hayek's humor is that she makes imperfection feel attractive instead of embarrassing. In an industry where everyone tries to seem polished, controlled, and endlessly curated, Salma feels refreshing because she doesn't hide the messy parts of herself. She's emotional, unpredictable, awkward, loud, and sometimes completely chaotic. But that chaos makes her memorable. Hollywood is full of people trying very hard to be interesting. Salma Hayek is interesting because she never seems to try. And honestly, that might be the rarest kind of charisma left in celebrity culture, someone who can make an entire room laugh just by being completely, unapologetically themselves.